Oh, we're good. We're up. Hi,
Okay.
Suzette. How are you?
Good. Hi, Bev. It's good to see you again.
You too. Suzette is a fellow RLT Relationship Life coach. We've both been trained by Terry Real and the Relationship Life Institute. And today we wanted to share an amazing strategy, a losing strategy that many of us use that we think will get us back into closeness and connection with our partner, but in essence keeps us apart. And there are a few of these strategies. Today, we're only going to be speaking about one, and that is the losing strategy of needing to be right. Suzette, how does that show up for you in your practice?
Oh, well, not just in my practice, but personally, this is a losing strategy that I tend to go to. I think all humans do, where we just try to, make our partner agree with our perspective, or, have to prove that the way we think about things is the right way. Like I fall into this. I fall into this all the time. I see my clients fall into it into time. It's such a natural human tendency, this needing to be right,
Absolutely.
unfortunately.
Right. It's kind of like if I could just eradicate your opinion, then everything would be good. And because my opinion is clearly the opinion.
Yeah.
Why are we created like that? What is it that we can't see that there's value in somebody else's opinion, which might be different from ours? What do you think that is, or where does it come from?
I think it feels good. It feels good to be right, I think. I don't know why we do this as humans, but I think it's just yeah, it's harder to tolerate the fact that there could be multiple perspectives and that there
Hmm.
could be very subjective experiences. And I think it's just part of, I don't know how we're wired. We just see things our way. So it takes a little more brain power to kind of look that there might be other ways to see a situation, that other people can have a different experience than we can have. It's kind of it's just our kind of knee-jerk reaction in a way, I think, to just
Right.
see things our way instead of slowing down and realizing there's a lot of ways and experiences, not just our own. Yeah, what are your
Right.
thoughts?
And it kind of prevents us or protects us from having to be relational because I'm so focused on giving you the objective truth. Like objective reality is really about we decided we meet at 4, we're meeting at 4. The train leaves at 5, it leaves at 5. And it's not to punish us.
Mhm.
That's just what is. The train leaves at 5, whether we're on it or not. But in relationship, we miss out that piece of what's that like for you if we're so insistent on proving that our point is right. We can't hear that somebody else might feel differently, not even have different facts, but they might even feel differently.
Mhm.
What's your experience of it?
Yeah, I agree. And I think, it's a losing strategy because as soon as we start into trying to convince someone of why or prove why our opinion or our perspective is the right one, all it's going to do is invite them to kind of be defensive or come back with why their
Mm,
perspective is right. So it's just an invitation into a battle, an objectivity battle, instead of an invitation into curiosity and like wanting to know how they see things and like collaboration. It just kind of like squashes all of that as soon as you start kind of pushing for your why you are right about this.
right.
I think that's why it's so damaging is it just doesn't invite anything beneficial, like you said, and it like these relational skills of curiosity and empathy and subjectivity and what's it like? How do you see things? How do you view it? It just squashes all of
Right. And I love that because it makes one feel unseen and unheard.
that. Hmm.
And as you say, you get into a battle of wills. I have to prove I'm right. And
Hmm.
you lose that beauty of being in the relationship and possibly being enlightened and your perspective being broadened by pausing a minute to hear what the other might have to say. So it's definitely one of those losing strategies that we would like to rethink next
Yeah.
time we think we're right.
Right. And I've had a client ask me, they when we've been talking about this, they say, But what if they're telling something that's not true? Like, what if they're recounting an experience and they're saying it in a way that it didn't happen? And that can be really hard because that becomes really important to people. But what they
Right.
said isn't true. And as Terry Real says, like, do you want to be right or do you want to be married? Like, what does it matter whether they're recounting it in the way that you saw it or not?
Right.
What
They're
does it really
recounting
matter?
it as their reality, and that's so
Mhm.
important. I love that, and I
Yeah,
think that's a great quote where we can end. Do you want to be
mhm.
right, or do you want to be married? Do you want to be in a relationship?
Yeah.
Thanks, Suzette. It was a lovely conversation. Thanks for being
Thank
with me
you.
today.
Thank you, Beth.